Hi, welcome in the class. So in this class we're going to focus on our lizard pose, on our side compass, so the combination of the compass pose and the plank pose, and then we will move it on to the Eka Pada Koundinyāsana, which is an arm balance. Starting at the top of your mat, again in a little forward fold. So bringing your feet as wide as your mat, grabbing your elbows, releasing your head down and just moving to the right and to the left a couple of times. Coming to the center, doing a little squat, so just bending your knees. Exhale, extend. 2 more, bend, inhale. Exhale, extend. Last one, bend. Exhale, extend. Releasing your hands down, turning your toes out, coming into your Malasana, into your squat. Opening your chest, rolling your shoulders back, bringing your hands to your heart, pressing with your elbows against your inner thighs. Find engagement in your glutes and lift your hips a little higher. For 3, 2, and 1. Maybe coming to your tippy toes for 3, lifting your hips higher, maybe reaching the arms up. 2, 1, slowly, slowly, slowly coming all the way up, staying on your tippy toes, and then back down, keeping the heels high, keeping your knees nice and open, inner thighs and glutes engaged. 2, 1, and releasing your heels down, hands down, step with your left foot back. So coming into your lizard pose, your hands are in one line, your right foot is forward in one line with your hands. Start moving as you like. So you can move back and forth, you can move a little sideways, doing whatever feels nice. Try to keep your shoulders back and your chest open, so you don't want to create anything like this, but always sending the chest a little more forward if possible. And then we're going to come to the center and we'll do a little dynamic exercise where you, on your exhale, extend your right leg, flex your right toes, and then return back. And we'll do this 10 times. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend and bend. From here you can drop your left knee, stay in your hands, use a block, come to your forearms or skip the block and just come to your forearms like this. Whether you're on your forearms or on your hands, you can, but don't have to. Engage your left hamstring, pull your heel close to your hips, and reach with your right arm back. So when you're on your hands, it looks like this. You reach back, you push with the foot against the hand. On your exhale, with the hand against the foot, opening the right shoulder up. For 3, you can even flex your right toes and open your right knee more to the side. 2, and 1. Good. Slowly release. Bring both hands on the mat and we'll open to the left side, coming into our skandasana. So if you cannot come all the way down, no problem. You can always sit on something to help you with balance. So holding in your skandasana, pressing with your right arm against your right inner thigh, left leg engaged, toes looking up. Maybe trying to walk your hands a little forward if possible. Stretching your inner thighs. For 3, 2, and 1. Slowly coming back. You sit down on the floor. If you cannot sit on the floor, again, sit on the block. That's always a good option. Inhale to reach with your right arm up. Exhale to reach with your right arm towards your left leg. So you don't have to touch the foot. That's not the point right now. We just want to lengthen the side of our body and keep the right shoulder open. So holding here for 3. Opening up. 2. And 1. Inhale to slowly come up. Release the hands. Turn forward. Step your right foot back. And step your left foot forward. So doing the same thing on the other side. A lizard pose with your left foot forward. Keep moving back and forth. Keep moving to the sides. Whatever feels nice to you today. And then coming to the dynamic exercise. So with your exhale, with control, extending your left leg and coming down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bending your left knee, dropping your right knee down, staying on your hands, or coming down to your forearms, of course using a block if you need a block, and holding in your lizard pose. Of course, if you want to, and you did it on the previous side, bending your right knee, reaching with your left arm back, holding onto your foot, first pressing with the foot against the hand, and then pressing with the hand against the foot. Holding for 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. 2, inhale. Exhale. Last one in. And out. Slowly you will release and come into your skandasana. So opening to the right side, again, if you need to, sitting on a block. If you're fine as you are, then staying here, pressing with your left arm against your left inner thigh, right toes turned up. You will walk your hands forward, holding for 3 breaths. Stretching your inner thighs. 2. And 1. Inhale to walk your hands back. This time you will sit down. Sitting on the block is always allowed. Inhale to lift your left arm up. Exhale to reach with your left hand over to the side. You want to keep your chest nice and open, left shoulder lifting up, left hand reaching forward, not collapsing down, but being active throughout the whole pose. Holding for 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to slowly come up. Good. Release both hands forward. And again, you will step back and step with your right foot forward. So we'll slowly transition into the side compass. Your front foot is looking forward. Your back foot is turned slightly to the inside, just like in the Warrior II, for example. You will place your right hand underneath your right heel and come with your right shoulder as low as possible. Step number 1, you can stay here and just work on this. Step number 2 would be lifting your right heel up. Step number 3, pushing with your right arm against the floor and grabbing your right foot with your left hand. From here, you will push with the right arm to lift the foot up. And when you have this, you will engage your right quadriceps and you will start kicking, 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 kicking into your side compass. Again, if it looks crazy, no worries. We have our props to help us to get into the pose or to start practicing the pose, even if it might look unapproachable. So for the variation with a strap, you will tie a strap around your right foot and do the same thing. So starting with your left foot in the correct position, your right hand underneath your right heel, you will grab the strap, push with the hand against the floor, and then start kicking, 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 and kicking with your right leg. Slowly coming down and releasing. It's a good idea to practice first the seated version of the compass pose, just like we did in the previous class. So there I explained it more into the depth. If you want to check it out, go ahead and check it out. Otherwise, we're going to come to the other side. So this time your left foot is forward. You'll place your left hand underneath your left heel. Your right heel is spiraling down. Your left shoulder comes a little lower. You lift your left heel up, take your right hand, grab your left foot from the top, push with your left hand against the floor, and press with your left leg against your left shoulder. And then slowly lifting up, and then you start kicking, kicking, opening your chest, and holding for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly coming down. Good. And stepping back. So, how did it go? I hope well. You can always pause the video, try again and again and again. It takes practice. And I'm going to move into the Eka Pada Koundinyāsana. For that, we will again start in our lizard pose. So with my right leg forward, I will place my hands right underneath my shoulders and lift the left knee up. I'm pushing with my hands against the floor, so much so that my right knee comes up. This pose focuses a lot on the strength we have in our bodies. So it's important that the whole body stays engaged, the core is engaged, and the leg is pressing actively against the arm. So placing your hands underneath your shoulders, you push and lift up, and then reach with your chest forward. Don't look sideways, don't look down, keep looking forward, bending your elbows just like you would do in your chaturanga, shifting your weight forward, lifting your back leg up. And then coming back. So what you saw maybe was that I put my elbow underneath my belly because I don't have enough strength to carry my body with my elbows next to my body, next to my chest. So I placed the elbow underneath my belly and the other elbow underneath my leg so that my upper arms created a little shelf for my body so that it can carry it. Let's try one more time on the other side. So this time placing your left foot forward, hands down. Push against the floor so that you lift your left knee up. Keep looking forward. And then as you inhale, start reaching forward with your chest, bending your right elbow, placing it underneath your belly. Keep looking forward and lifting your right leg up. For 3, 2, and 1. Slowly returning back. If it's not happening, because it can be that it's just not happening, I have a little tip for you. You can use a strap. So taking a strap, creating a little loop as wide as your torso approximately. So this would be the length. You start in your plank pose, bend your elbows, and this makes things really easy because your body can really rest on this loop, on this strap. So we'll start here and just see how it feels when you do a plank with or a chaturanga with your strap. And then you can get back into your downward facing dog. With your inhale, lifting your right leg up. Exhale, shifting your shoulders over your hands, bending your right knee, looking forward, bringing your belly to the loop. Keep looking forward, lifting your left leg up, maybe extending both legs. For 3, 2, and 1. To step back, trying the other side. Inhale to lift your left leg up. Exhale, shift your shoulders forward, bend your left knee, bring it close to your left shoulder. Keep looking forward and lift up. Maybe extending the legs. For 3, 2, and 1. Returning back and releasing. So I suggest you play around with the pose. See how it works. And finally, I will show you the full flow, the full tricky transition from your lizard to your side compass to your Eka Pada Koundinyāsana. So starting in your lizard pose with your right leg forward, you will bring your left heel down. Bring your right shoulder underneath your right leg, right hand underneath your right foot. Grab the foot, push and lift. You're pushing actively with the leg against the arm. And if it's working out, you can also let go of the leg and extend your left arm up. From here, releasing the left hand down, tilting the chest forward, bending your elbows and flying up into your Eka Pada. And step back, downward facing dog. Stepping with your left foot forward, trying the other side. You will come into a lizard pose. Bring your right heel down, left shoulder underneath your left leg, left hand underneath your left foot, lifting your left heel up, grabbing it with your right leg and lifting, pressing with the leg against the arm, and then once you have it, extending your right arm up for 3, 2, and 1. Releasing the right hand down, looking forward, tilting the chest forward, bringing the elbow underneath the belly and flying up. 2, and 1. You step back, take a deep breath in and out. All right, bringing your knees back to the floor. So this one is quite challenging, but it's good to have goals that you can work towards long term, and will always keep you inspired and motivated to try again and again. The pose, the whole flow are split into little sequences, so you can practice those and then maybe try to put them together once in a while and see how it goes. Thank you for practicing with me. Have fun.